Good morning, everyone. It's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to show you how to make cards. I'm going to actually just show you some cards. So I have a variety of different card ideas I want to share with you that feature the new Stampin' Up! Annual catalog products and the new online exclusives. So these products will go live on Tuesday, May 6th. So I participated in a swap with other demonstrators. So I believe I have at least 30 card ideas from them. And then I have some other card ideas that I created that I want to share with you. So I'm going to just try to organize this in a way that it makes sense. But the new online exclusives and the new annual catalog products, I seem to get them confused. So if I say it wrong, please forgive me. But I think I have them organized in a way that you will understand. So we're going to start with the new annual catalog products. So I have a couple samples out here that I'll share with you in just a second. But I just wanted to remind all of you that the new Stampin' Up! Rewards program, so the Stampin' Rewards, that went live on April 15th. So if you haven't opted into that program, make sure that you do because you have to opt in order to earn the rewards. So whenever you log in to stampinup.com and you go to shop for Stampin' Up! Products, there is typically a little pop-up that will come up uh, telling you to opt into the program. It tells you about the terms and conditions and then gives you an opportunity to opt in. So make sure that you guys are opting into the program. All right. So with that, let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Little housekeeping things. Um, I don't know. We'll just start. Let's just start looking at the products, and it'll come to me as we go along. So, these are some of the cards that feature a couple of the new um, annual catalog products. So, if you don't have a demonstrator and you didn't get a catalog, I did provide a link in the description below this video or above this video, depending on where you're looking at it, where you can request a catalog. So if you didn't get one, just request one from me and I'll send one to you. But this is one of the products from the annual catalog. Hopefully, I have this right. um, so these are, well, actually, I have two products here, but these are some of the cards that we created with this Sweet Blooms. So it has a stamp set, it's a bundle, and then it has a coordinating die set. So there's some really nice dies in here, some very big dies that kind of correspond with the big greeting images in here. So it's a really pretty set. If you like flowers, I love flowers, so it's a really pretty set for that. And to kind of go along with that, I have the pretty florals stamp set. So that's what this card was created with, this pretty florals. Now this doesn't have any sentiments in it. It's all, flower designs. And then there's a variety of floral dies that are in this particular set. So lots of different dies, lots of fun things that you can do with this set. All right, so these are the cards. So I'm going to try to show you some card ideas as we go along, as I, share the different stamp sets and things. So this would be with the pretty florals. So you got the really pretty designs. And then, of course, this was the other stamp set, the Sweet Blooms. So it has this very large greeting that you kind of like a layered greeting. So I have like a white outline in the back. And then this is one of the new in colors, Secret Sea. And so then I just cut this out with the cardstock and then adhered those two together. So those are, I like those sentiments where you can layer them together like that. And then, of course, this one just showcases some of the designer papers. And I'll show you the designer papers next. But here is another swap that I received. So this is a fun fold card. Oh, and I did try to keep everybody's name on the back. Probably should show you the names. But so here's another one. And I think this one uses annual catalog products and it uses some online exclusives. So we'll get to the online exclusives next. But I just wanted to share a couple card ideas with you because I get all these very beautiful cards from other demonstrators, and I usually keep them for myself. So this time I thought I would share them with you. And here's another design. So I'll try to answer some questions for you guys as we go along. But these are all the cards just from those particular stamp sets, and of course the designer papers. So some lots of pretty designs, pretty pattern papers. So I probably should show you the pattern papers next, huh? So remember everything, well, let's see, everything goes live on Tuesday. So let's look at some of the pattern papers before I take you into the others. So this one is called Florals in Bloom. And so there's 6 different patterns here. Hopefully I got all 6. Just some really beautiful florals. This one has some well, they all have really pretty colors. So this is obviously all the floral designs. And then I'll flip it over and show you the designs on the back, but just some really different color combinations, really pretty color combinations. Let's flip these over, and this is the back. So, you can use the front and the back, kind of your busy design, and your more subtle paper designs are on the back. So I cut this paper down to 6 by 6 inch size just so that I could show it to you easier. But this pack it is a 12 by 12. It does come 12 by 12. So I will be doing a paper share. I just haven't got a chance to get all that out there to you guys yet. So hopefully I'll have that ready this weekend. And you guys, I'll share the link and everything. So this one this is from the annual catalog. It's called Beautiful Gallery. And so this is a 6 by 6 inch paper pack. And so it has just some really kind of abstract, I guess you'd call it, designs. So I think there's 12 different patterns here in this particular pack. Good morning. Good morning. Some really nice patterns you can just create. You can just cut that out and create just a really beautiful card with that. Here's some more. I don't know if I'm going to get them all on the screen. We'll try. I don't know which way this one goes. That way? Here's this one. And then these 2 are the last ones. So, all right, so let's flip these over and look at the back. So this is the back. So this particular suite of products is probably going to be one of my favorites. I like the vintage style. I like the stamp sets and things that come with this particular suite of products. So you can see these are just the kind of more subtle designs, subtle colors. All right. So that gives you an idea of this particular paper pack. So like I said, this one does come 6 by 6. And I'm trying to figure out where to put all my stuff here. I'm running out of room. So let's look at some cards created with this paper and with these particular stamp sets. So there's this Gallery Blooms, which has, me and my florals, has some really pretty florals on it. And then has a variety of different dies, of course, to cut out the flowers, different floral designs, but it has some other dies in here to use along with that. And just in case you're wondering, I put my die set in with my stamp set so that I always readily have it available and I don't have to search for it. And I just buy these little magnetic sheets and stick it right into the cover of the stamp set. And then that way I have my dies right with my stamp set. You can get these off of Amazon. They're 5 by 7 inch in size. So, and then this is the other one. So this particular stamp set, this has some, fun little motifs and different greetings that you can use. And then it also has some really neat little die cuts, and it has this frame die cut that you can use. So I'm going to show you some cards that I received with this particular set and the designer paper. So here is one of them. So it uses that really fun little frame. So there's one. And this one, that Secret Sea, that new in color, is going to be a really pretty popular color. It's like darker than Night of Navy, I believe. Yeah, because I got a Night of Navy one right here. So you can see the difference between Night of Navy and Secret Sea. They're just very different. All right, and here's one of the pattern papers. Well, all of these are the pattern papers, I guess. And here's another one. So you can make some very quick and simple cards with this pattern paper. There's another one. And here's one with the stamp set. And I think that was probably it, right? Yes. So just some really pretty cards that you can create with this particular set. And these little, I should probably show you those. These are called pressed flower motifs. And they're just little, kind of like the adhesive backed textured dots, except they're a little bit, well, I guess they're about the same size. They're a little heavier though. This pack is really heavy. So that's what those little embellishments are that you see on these cards. Those are some new embellishments. All right, so that is our next set of cards here. Let's get some of these out of the way. Did I show you this paper? Yes, I did. I got too much stuff laying here. Okay, let's look at this paper. So this other annual catalog product is called Turtly Cute. So I'll just walk you through the paper. So this is the pattern paper. It does come 12 by 12. So I cut it down to 6 by 6 so that you could see it. But it has on the front here all these different turtle, kind of quirky little turtle images. You got bakers and singers and beachgoers, bikers. So there's only 5 here. I'm going to show you the other sheet in just a minute. And then these are the back. This is what the back looks like. So some really kind of neat little designs. And then there's a large sheet. This one I didn't cut down. I'll try to show it to you. But it has different scenes on it. So this is like the top part of the scene. And then there's some scenes down on the bottom, all the way down on the bottom. So you just cut along these lines and cut out those different pieces to use them for scrapbooking or card making. And then this is the back. So that's the Turtly Cute. And I have a couple card ideas to share with that one. Let me show you the stamp set first. Let's open it up. So the stamp set, the bundle, is called Turtly Awesome. And this is the stamp set, of course. And then the dies are in the inside. So lots of different dies, obviously, to cut out all the different stamped images, and then some extra dies for decorating your cards or scrapbook pages. So that is the stamp set. Let's move that out of the way. And then just a couple of cards with this one, some cards that I received in the swap. So this one's kind of a fun fold card. And then this one So really cute, cute little cards. So if you like the kind of quirky little turtles, then this is going to be a fun little set to play with. All right, so those are those. Let's grab this, and I think, and then I'll just show you some other products here. So here is another um, stamp set or bundle from the annual catalog called Notes and Totes. This one I haven't had a chance to play with, and actually I did not get any swaps related to this one. So I have no cards to show you, but there's a variety of different dies in here for you to create these cute little totes. So I don't know if you've seen any of the samples going around, but they're really cute little samples. So I can't wait to play with this one. But so that's the Notes and Totes. And then, of course, I saved my favorite for last. Let's look at the in colors. So these are the new in colors. If you haven't seen them, we have Darling Duckling and Timid Tiger. We have Strawberry Slush. So that's not a new color. That's a returning color, but it's a really fun color. And then we have the Secret Sea. And then we also have an in color called Cloud Cover. And as you may or may not know, the Cloud Cover, let's see if I can grab one here. Cloud Cover, where are you? I'm going to grab it. There it is. So the Cloud Cover is kind of like a bluish gray. So there were some problems with the color. The color was shifting. So they're not going to be launching the Cloud Cover ink pad, but the cardstock is still very beautiful, and the blends and all of that stuff will be available, but the ink itself won't. So, or at least the stamp pad itself won't. So I'm just going to show you some of these cards. I did these cards for a video this past Wednesday using the Zipping By bundle, which actually is available now. So let's see, or Zipping By, the all zipped up bundle. Sorry. This one actually is available now. So this is the bundle that I used to create these cute little cards. Very easy to create this little design. So I just thought it was a fun way to just kind of showcase the new in colors. So this is Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush. This one, Secret Sea. Ooh, it's getting a little bright here. And then this one is Timid Tiger. This orange color is really pretty in person. So, well, they're always pretty in person, don't you think? They're prettier in person. All right, so those are some of the in colors, and I'm going to be starting my in color card making club. And so I've been working on a variety of different cards for the club. So if you signed up for the club, you're getting a little sneak peek here. And if you haven't signed up for the club, you're getting a little sneak peek here too. So sign up for the club is going to run through, let's see, what is today? The 2nd, 3rd. It's going to run through tomorrow. So I think I'm going to close it on Monday. But these are just some of the cards I created with that cloud cover, cloud cover, and as the card base. So aren't these cute? It just showcases all the different colors, and I used that all zipped up bundle just to create these cards. I just had a lot of fun. These colors really work well together. I mean, just look how you can stamp all these different images in the background, and it just creates some really, really pretty cards. So if you are interested in joining the club, you get a new color package each month. So you can get all the details out on my blog. I did provide a link in the description with this video, so you can go check that out. And then just a couple more products that I want to show you, just some of the embellishments. So this goes, of course, with the turtles. This is the green hexagons. So we got some little embellishments there. And then these are the new in colors. So the flat pearls. So you do have the cloud cover in there for the new um, colors. And then this is, of course, this embossing folder goes with the turtley awesome, turtley cute, sweet, whatever it's called, the turtle sweet. So those are some of the new products. And then there's one other embossing folder here that I have, which is the Damask Designs. So this one goes with that gallery set. I forgot what it was called. So those are just some of the new products. And of course, I have some ribbon here, some new basic beige. And what is this one? Where is it? Shaded spruce and soft seafoam kind of stitched ribbon. All right. So those are the annual catalog products that I have. And now I'm going to show you some of the online exclusives. So let's take a look at this one first. This one's called Celebratory Sips. So it's a suite of products that you can get. And let's see, I gotta find it now. But let's look at the designer paper. So this is some of the designer paper. So it's got kind of a mix of florals and the different, drink glasses and things. So this is what the paper looks like. And again, this comes in 12 by 12, but I cut it down to 6 by 6 just so that you could see it during the live. So some really fun and bright patterns. And then on the back, these are the designs that are on the back of those others. So really a cute little suite of products, very bright, colorful. I might as well just show you the stamp set right away, if I can find it. Of course, I have it on the bottom of everything, I think. Isn't that how it goes? Yes, it's always on the bottom. Here we go. All right, so this is Cheers and Sips bundle. So it has a variety of different things to create some cute little cards. I think I have some bunch of cards to share with you for this one. And then, of course, these are the dies, the coordinating dies that go with the stamp set. So that's the Cheers and Sips. And so this is an online exclusive. And where are they? Here they are. And these are some of the card ideas that I received in the swap. So a cute little card. There we go. I should probably try to show you that. Who made them? This was Dawn. So just some different ideas for using this particular suite of products. And Lynn. And then here's another one. So those are 4 different ideas for this particular suite. And do I have some other things here? Let's see. I'll save the embellishments and all that stuff, the ribbon, for last. Or maybe I could show you now. Either way. Let's see. Might as well just show you some of the embellishments. So these are Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. And then the card also featured some of this pretty ribbon. This is gold striped ribbon. So that's what was on some of those cards. And I might as well show you some of the other ones right away. We might as well. Oh, what I do want to mention though is this year with the in colors, so you can get the Stampin' Right markers, but these have moved to the online exclusive section of Stampin' Up's website, so you won't see the Stampin' Right markers in the annual catalog. You'll actually only be able to get them in the online exclusives. So that's a change I just wanted to make you aware of. All right, let's look at some other ones here. Some of the other online exclusives. I already showcased this one for you guys. So this is a bundle of products that includes a stamp set. And of course, there's a coordinating die set. And there's a hybrid embossing folder. So with the hybrid embossing folder, remember you can cut and emboss at the same time. So you can lay your dies right inside the folder and your cardstock, and you can cut and emboss at the same time. So that is a new bundle that is coming out. And I did a video not too long ago with this particular design. This was a column pop-up design. Kind of has a double column on the front. It does fold flat for mailing. And then this is what the inside looks like. So I did use the Thoughtful Journey designer paper here, so I didn't do that coloring. The designer paper did all the coloring for me, so it was a pretty simple card to put together. All right, so you can find that video out on my blog or on YouTube. Then I want to showcase, let's see, we got this little sweet jar. This is a punch bundle. So it has a jar punch. This is what the jar looks like right here. So you can punch out that jar. And of course, there's a variety of different images in here that you can use to decorate your jar. And I have a couple of card ideas here that I'll share with you. So this one is one that I created that I used some of the Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper. And then I just stamped the jar and made some chocolate chip cookies. But I also did some stamping right on the ribbon. So that is this ribbon, the basic beige ribbon. I just stamped the cookie image right on the ribbon and then created, I guess you could say, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Created this ribbon. I don't know what the word is. But anyways, so that is one of the card ideas. And then this is another one that I received as a swap. So this is a really cute idea too. So you have the chocolate chip cookies, there's hearts, I think there's little clovers and things like that. So really a cute little set. Lots of possibilities with that set. And what else do I have here to share? Let's look at this. So this one is called Blooming Phrases. And I love these little scripty kind of designs here. And I did receive a swap with this particular set. So I thought this was just a really clever way to use that thanks, just to create a fun little border. And then you can add any kind of, focal point or embellishment that you want. So that is that one. And let's go through a couple of these other ones. This one is called Popping By. I don't have any samples to share, but has a stamp set and of course a coordinating die set. This would be really cute to make, little treat containers, decorate little treats and things for if you do crafting baskets or you donate crafting things. This would be a really cute set to use too for that, for movie night. Here's another one called More Messages. So this is one large stamp. So it's one big stamp that you stamp in one color, and then you can die cut all of those greetings out at one time. So it's just one big die that fits over the stamped images. So I really like that idea. Sometimes it's just really nice to stamp them all at once in one color, and then you can go ahead and just decorate your cards, add them to your cards. So this is a really cute little set that I like. What else do I got here? I have another one called Paper Tags. I don't think I have any samples in this one. So this is the stamp set, and then of course the coordinating die set. There's a couple different tag options and things like that. And let's look at sentimental framing. So this is the stamp set, and then the die set I have in a separate case. So these are the dies, just some very detailed, intricate dies. that coordinate with, of course, the different greetings and things in this particular set. So that is that. And what else do we have here? I think this last, is this the last set? This is the last set I have. Yeah, the last online exclusive is the Impressions of Bloom. And of course, this one is one of my favorites. I've created lots of different cards, and so did the demonstrators that sent me samples. They use this set as well. So I'm going to show you a bunch of samples with this particular stamp set. So let's look at that. So we have, these are some of the samples that I have, and I'll show you the designer paper next. But so here are some of the cute little cards that people created with the designer paper and with the different greetings in that stamp set. Just some really pretty designs. You can do a lot with this bundle and with these, with the designer paper. So, all right, so those are some of the designs. And then I'll show you the designer paper. So let's move this out of the way. We'll put these over to the side. And let's look at the Floral Impressions designer paper. So this again comes in a 12 by 12, but I just cut it down to 6 by 6. So I'll show you all the flower patterns first. So lots of flowers. And some of the 12 by 12s, like this particular piece, has kind of like a rainbow effect all the way across the 12 by 12 inch piece. So that's really neat. And then let's flip this over. And these are the patterns on the back, different colors and different patterns. So that is the designer paper. And then I'm going to show you the cards that I created. So every month I put together a little tutorial that I give away to my customers. Whenever they place an order, I send it to them as a little thank you. So this is this month's tutorial. So if you're wondering, this is what you're going to get. So I created a couple different cards in this crumb cake color. So I used the Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper. And this inspiration came from On Stage, actually, this card right here. But I layered together these florals that are in that particular stamp set. And I don't know what I just did with it. Here we go. So one of the things I like about this stamp set is, I should say the die set and the stamp set, is you can stamp this image and then you can lay this die right over it to cut it out. So there's an outline die to cut it out. And then there's a very detailed die that fits inside this outline die. And when you use that, then you get this kind of etching into your cardstock. You get this really pretty floral design etched right into the cardstock. So I didn't stamp that. I didn't stamp those lines coming off the flower. Those are actually created with the die. So I just kind of wanted to point that out. And you'll notice it easier probably on this white card because it etches right into the white flower. So you can use the different dyes to just add some detail to your flower. So these are some of the cards I created. I used some of the designer paper. So this is what is in this month's tutorial. So I created 3 of these and 3 of those. And it's really a beautiful set. I actually thought this was in the annual catalog, but it's in the online exclusives. So those of you that have received this tutorial already, I think I told you it was in the annual catalog. It's not. It's in the online exclusives. But either way, it'll be online starting next week, Tuesday. And then here's just another little design that I put together with that. All right, did I get all that? I think I did. One of the other products, online exclusives that is going to be available is called Scenic Adventure. And so somebody created a fun little design for the swap. So this is one of the swaps that I received using that particular set. So I don't have that set, but it will be available as an online exclusive. So did I get through everything? Let's see. I have a couple other pieces to share, I guess. There's a new embossing folder coming out called Pressed Flowers. So you probably can't see it, but that's what the design looks like. And then there's two smaller embossing folders coming out called Glass and Garden. So they're smaller, half the size. So these will fit through your mini embossing machine. So those are the two different folders that come in this particular pack. And then there are some, let's see, these are called foiled frames and labels. So there's some different frames that you can use that are already pre-cut and ready for you to stamp on. And then these are holographic resin dots. So these are just some of the embellishments that are coming out. So let's see. Let's put some of these back here so you can see them. I'll just put these back. We'll just put these out so you can see some of the cards. All right, so that I think is everything I wanted to share with you. And now I have a huge mess in my craft room, but so I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of everything and just kind of get you excited about the new online exclusives, about the new catalog coming out. There's lots of different products that are coming out. Actually, I think this online exclusive launch is bigger than the last one that I recall. So there just seems to be a lot of really, really great products that are coming out in the online exclusives. You got a little sneak peek of the in colors. So if you want to join my in color club, um, feel free to do that. Like I said, although the cloud cover ink pad won't be coming back, there's lots of fun things that you can do with the in colors. So I'll show you how to play with those if you decide to join. And all the links for the in color club for requesting a catalog are in the description with this video. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. So I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek and just some of the card ideas that I and other demonstrators had put together using some of these brand new products. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a great week, and I will see you guys again next week. So take care, everybody.